You're fucking live, Johnny. Fucking hope so. Fucking paid enough money for the fucking internet. Good morning, people. How are we doing this morning? Did we enjoy the England game? I hope so. I can't even read the comments because I'm driving along. I don't know why I'm doing it live. Mind you, I don't often do lives, do I? Not like these other YouTubers constantly doing. I don't know how they constantly do lives. You've got to have some fortitude, didn't you? To keep fucking waffling on. How'd you keep waffling? I just talk to myself. Why did I turn on the live? Something, bit of company, I suppose, in the car as I'm driving along. Maybe one subscriber. Off to Bethnal Green again. At least it's not a drag when I go Bethnal Green. At least I get to see my mum and my dear old dad. So that's always that way. I don't even know if my sister's going Bethnal Green today. My mum said my sister was going, but I thought I'd get up early. I've not even texted her. I'm supposed to text her. Tell her I'm going down. Maybe she could have a lay in bed. Maybe she'll phone me in the middle of a live. Maybe I'll get about 10 phone calls in the middle of a live because I even left the kids in bed, left the missus in bed, watched the football on Jack Jones, and football game. That was fucking handsome, proper fucking handsome. Where I live at the minute, there's fucking roadworks on every bit of the school run. So it makes a pleasure to drive to London. Mind you, I won't be saying that when we get to the Blackwall Tunnel. There's my new neighbours we just gone past. Not even spoke to them yet. I think they want to keep themselves to themselves. Can't really blame them. Wherever I've lived, I kept myself to myself. I think you move out and you tend to keep yourself to yourself, don't you? Let's get out of here. Well, I say I keep myself to myself. I had a lovely neighbour when I used to live in Croydon. And I didn't keep myself to myself in Columbia Road, but they was all Cockneys then. Well, yeah, barring the locals. And that would have been nice. Would have been nice that flat if it weren't for the fucking living right on the edge of Columbia Road with all the gentrified Ponzi lot. Fucking 12 o'clock every night throwing, because they don't drink beer in pint glasses no more. They drink them out of bottles. That was 100 bottles being thrown away every fucking 10 minutes at fucking 11:30. And I could have knocked the geezer out in the marksman. I could have actually fucking killed him. Mind you, I'm not looking forward to this drive now. Jesus fucking Christ. I've got 5 minutes into it and thinking to myself, oh, Jesus Christ. Nobody on live. It's usual for me, isn't it? Nothing changes in Britain, doesn't there? There's always someone fucking cycling about with a fucking joint in their fucking mouth on the way to work. I swear, the people of Britain, everyone must be smokers, mustn't they? Tokers, midnight jokers. Maybe I should turn the camera around the other way. So looking at my ugly bastard mush. Mush. Mind you, I've had terrible problems with this fucking YouTube shit, to be honest with you. Talking to myself. Might as well talk to myself. I had YouTube taking all my hours off me. No one gives a fuck. The only person that seems to give a fuck is me. An absolute fucking joke. What mine, I didn't even have the hours to lose. It's supposed to be on a 365 days of the year rolling fucking thing, innit? And if I go back 365 days, I've not had that many hours to take away. I didn't have 15 hours fucking this time last year. Didn't have 20 hours fucking last month, that time of the year. Didn't have none of that. And yet they took all the hours away. I think it's to, I think what they do is they take the hours away to make you concentrate to play the YouTube game. And I ain't playing that YouTube game. Fed up playing that YouTube game. It gets boring. YouTube is boring though, isn't it? I find it fucking boring. Come on, motorway. Let's just get on the fucking motorway. Oh, I can turn me Waz back on that, can't I? Now I'm fucking gone out of my own, so you can't hear my street address.
Let's take 812 East Blackwall Tunnel North approach.
Oh. Now I want to get to London. Fucking hell. That's something, isn't it? Normally it says 104, and part of the time you get down to Bexley Heath,
In 3/4 of a mile,
you're still on 57 minutes.
A21 towards London.
I've got much petrol either. How much many miles? 40 miles, we've got 130. Should have topped it up. Mind you, I did drive home in sports mode yesterday. Jesus Christ. I normally drive in eco mode in this Nissan Qashqai
In half
2025,
use the left lane
and
to exit.
it's alright in eco mode, it's alright in standard mode. You put it in sports mode, fuck my boots. It's like a different car. So I figure when I go on my road trip across France, I was going to fucking suck it up, buttercup, and put it in sports mode, I think. Mind you, the miles per gallon didn't go that bad in sports mode, to be honest with you, on the motorway. Should just keep a constant 70.
Exit to the left.
Even though it did
A21
look like
towards
2 round ladies after time coming home yesterday. Not 2 round ladies, is it? It's fucking hell, 2 fat ladies. Still fucking, I'm not with it this morning, can't you? Am I ever with it? I think I've got, how old am I? 52. I think I've got about 38 years of fucking THC to work out in my system. After 2.5 years, I don't think it's still. Come on, gearbox. The only thing with a 6-speed gearbox, I don't know whether you notice it with a 6-speed gearbox, right? But when you're changing back down, it don't seem to want to go into 4th. It seems to want you to fucking go 6, 5, 4. instead of 6.4, even though you're at speed for 4. Yeah, we're at the junction. Should we just keep a nice even speed today instead of going in that overtaking lane, blasting down the motorway? Spurs are looking good though, aren't they? To be honest with you, not overly got expectations, but not next level. But it's like we've got a solid little team. We've got Tonali, Senesi. I've seen them play. Not really took much notice of them. They're not like ultimate game changers, are they? Not like my newfound love for football with Jude Bellingham. Do you know what? My missus has always loved him for the last couple of years, and we always watched Jude Bellingham football games indoors. And I said to the missus a couple of months back about Jude Bellingham, he's just something special, isn't he? Absolutely special. That game yesterday was absolutely lovely. Not too sure about that defence sometimes. It looks a bit too cluttered, doesn't it? It looks like we're missing something in defence. I get awfully worried. Fucking awfully. What am I using the word fucking awfully for, you cunt? Yeah, I get very worried. You know what it is with YouTube? Fucking, I do swear a lot. I know I keep saying everything. But with doing YouTube over the last couple of years, I've had to change the way I talk. Because I'm like Danny Dyer with all the sweat, but with more swearing. So I've had to actually calm the swearing down, even though you hear me effing and blinding. It's actually a lot calmer than what I used to talk like. I've not followed it through when the camera's off, though. You get more CUNTs and shit, you know what I mean? For anybody that has watched, I can't even see how many viewers. It's probably still on 0 viewers, right? But I can't even look at the camera to see the viewers. I've not even got my glasses on anyway, so I can't drive with my glasses because they're reading shit. And oh mate, I can't sit there at fucking 50. I really can't. What you got? Has anyone else got that competitive edge in them? When you're driving, it's like everything I do, every game I fucking play, I've still got a competitive edge, no matter how old you get, right? I can't bear to see a full focus, a little 1.6 shite, 10 plate, overtake me and then go, and it's like, oh, you cunt, bruv. But it's not like I want to race. Don't get me wrong, right? I'm not a boy. I used to be a boy racer, but I'm not no more, right? And I try and curb it since I got done for speeding. But I just got this thing inside me that just thinks to myself, do you know what? I just want to be in front of you. The only time I curb it is when I see two great big guys in a Mercedes. I think to myself, oh, John, you ain't 21 no more, bruv. You little flash Harry bastard. Just calm down. You know what I mean? But I'm like that with the kids as well. I don't like them. Well, I don't let them win. You know, you've got some parents who let their kids win. And then they go to school and then they start crying. You know, they become expectant to win, don't they? Everything just because they're kids. I've never been like that. And mind you, the kids have been brought up alright so far. In fact, my little 11-year-old now has got the old rebellious streak that I seem to have given to every child that I've parented, which is strange, really. You know what I mean? Every child that I seem to teach my wisdom to has become rebellious. I don't know what it is. My 11-year-old, she's going to secondary school this year, absolutely become rebellious. This must be so boring for people to watch. They're turning this on thinking, oh look, the algorithm's saying a Spurs fan. Oh look, I've only got a Spurs top on. But she's become so rebellious. I'm quite proud of that, to be honest with you, that she's become so rebellious. It's nice. It's nice to see that a little bit of you has been passed on, isn't it? Especially when you get a bit older and you think, oh, I've only got another. Well, I won't wish my life away, but time does fly, doesn't it? My other daughter was in Brazil, then she messaged me, she was in Argentina, and then I spoke to my mum yesterday when I was down Bethnal Green, and she was in Paraguay, so I got one there. Another one's went from China. She's finished her teaching in China, and now she's gone teaching Japan. Oh, I don't know if she's teaching in Japan. She might be just spending her well-earned Chinese money in Japan. And the other one, travelling to Little Rebels in an hairdresser's somewhere south of the water. The other one, she leaves school soon. You know what it is when they leave school soon as well. It's only another few years before they get their own flat, learn to drive. I'm dreading that. I'm dreading fucking both of them leaving, to be honest with you. I dread any of them leaving. They're not all best mates, aren't they? When they leave, oh, it's heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. But at the same time, you're smiling because you've got time by yourself. Time to do what you want to do. I've never had time like that. I've never actually had time to do what I've really wanted to do in life. Absolutely crazy, and then you get 52. And then you get wise to the world. Then you look back and you think, oh fucking hell. I said to my mum yesterday something, and she goes, if I had to do my time again, I would never have moved back to England. That's the first time I've heard my mother say that. My mother's born and bred Bethnal Green, and we was watching Sistiona, where my dad comes from, in Spain, up in the mountains, and she went, I'd love to live there. It's the first time I've heard her say that. Absolutely crazy. Mind you, everyone's world fell apart when my old nan died. You know what I mean? We all went. As soon as she died, it was like no one come round to visit no more. None of her cousins or anything, and it was like
Emergency vehicle.
yeah, where's the fucking emergency vehicle report? Is it an emergency vehicle behind me? John, you're not allowed to YouTube while you're driving along, you wanker. Oh mate, I put a Tottenham top on and I didn't realise that it's going to get hot today. Is it going to get hot today? 21 degrees outside. Fucking hell. Better not get hot because I ain't got a cotton t-shirt with me. I'll be stinking like a stinking like an Arsenal supporter in an OK jersey. Sitting in this outside lane, right, and what's going to happen in about 25 seconds flat is this fucking Jeep 4x4 behind me is going to come up my arsehole flashing, and I'm going to take my foot off the accelerator and just drive at 70, you know, because I'm such a bastard. You got that? Where's this fucking emergency vehicle? Fucking hell, this Waz, man. I bet it's so far in front of me. Oh, here we go. We've got a Renault behind me now. That'll be the one that comes up. Nope, they're all going into the other lane. They're all using Waz because they think there's an emergency vehicle coming behind them. And there's me driving it. sort of speed limit. Oh look, I don't even think it's an. I think it's one of those. I think it. Oh no, there's one on the other side. I think it's an ambulance. Anyway, where was we? We was just getting into a fucking conversation there, and now I've gone right off track. I drove home through Whitechapel yesterday and done a live, and Whitechapel's changed so much. I don't know whether it's changed for the. At least there ain't loads of homeless like there used to be down Whitechapel. That used to be homeless city, didn't it? Now the homeless are sort of graduated, they're sort of been pushed. I don't know whether it's the locals down there don't like the homeless and they don't give them no money, so they go somewhere else. But they've sort of been pushed to the top of Aldgate, going into the city. They all used to congregate around the Sally Ann, didn't they? And, was it the Booth Centre thing around there? And I went over Tower Bridge a couple of times. I went over Tower Bridge. I can't believe the amount of tourists in fucking London. But that's Sadiq Cardi's proper fucked up the roads, mate. What, do ambulances have to keep by the speed limit? Fuck me. You see blue lights behind you, look. Oh, I've got this ambulance in front of me to the left, and it's sticking in the middle lane. And it's like, why are you stuck in the middle lane, bro? Yeah, it's right next to me, mate. Fucking hell, the wind in half blowing somewhere, bro. It's like me. Did you see that? It nearly took me over to the right. Well, we're just going up two fat ladies at the minute, and a couple more just to get past that ambulance and stay in this lane. This Dartford crossing though is absolutely fucked up, mate. I get to Dartford crossing, about 3 miles away from it, and people, I don't know what it is at the weekend in the Dartford crossing, everyone wants to go Pitsea Market or fucking Southend. They're fucked up. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing YouTube for much longer. I don't think on this. Keep doing this Tottenham thing. Not for the reason I don't like talking about Tottenham. It's just after all these years of doing it, and YouTube keep taking the hours off me. I found it a bit frustrating. I suppose you can imagine, can't you? You do YouTube for so many years, you start getting 300 views, 300 views, 300 views. It sort of not boosts your confidence, nothing like that, nothing to do with ego, but it sort of makes it a bit worthwhile. And just lately, the last 6 months to a year, well, probably a year now, the views have gone down, and was never doing it for financial gain either. Maybe that's why I feel a bit, I don't know, I just feel a bit strange doing YouTube now. And at the same time, I've noticed all the people that I used to talk to and do talk to still, they're playing the YouTube game, but I think it's detrimental to your mental health if you do the YouTube full stop, social media full stop. I think it's actually detrimental. Even though I've got 3 or 4 channels on the go, some of them I start off with my ADHD. I think, oh, we'll do that, and it's like I'm still going to do my road trip video and everything, and do that only because my dad's ill and my mum can't get out, and I've got my auntie who lives in Hertfordshire, and I got my sister, and I want to drive around. I'm going back to Spain this year, so I wanted to put it all on YouTube so I could show my dad, because I'm going to go back home to East Town. So I wanted to show my dad one last time. Just one last time, show him Spain. So I'll do the road trip video, and then I might just keep doing road trip videos, constantly travelling and constantly driving about, and just concentrate on not concentrate and do that, but yeah, just concentrate and do that. I'm talking bollocks tonight. That's because I'm driving and concentrating at the same time. I'm going to do that. I've just had enough of you know what I've had enough of? I've had enough of football in general and the media. I'd rather just cut off all the media surrounding football like I have done. And I found myself in a quite mad place being a Spurs fan, because I'm not reading the news, I'm not listening to TalkSport, I'm listening to Centreforce, a bit of Centreforce from East London, and I found myself a much happier person and in a much more better place, because I think the media and the social media and all these platforms where you've got people talking about your football team, constantly rage baiting, constantly doing things for engagement, you're boring, mate. You know, like I'm boring to some people, they're boring to me. Absolutely boring. They're waffling about the same transfers constantly. Fantasy this, if I could pick a captain, if I could do that, if I could fucking, do you know what I mean? Like fucking stop wanking into the same sock, boy. That's my analogy. Stop wanking into the same sock, because before you know it, right, you ain't going to be able to wank into that sock no more. And that's what they've done. They've fucking rinsed the life out of something that could be a lot better, something that could be more authentic and genuine. But someone said to me the other day, a Spurs fan, said to me, "Are you sure some of these people are Spurs fans?" And I'm like, "Well, they've got season tickets, they've got Spurs tops on." And he went, "Yeah, but it don't necessarily make you a Spurs fan, does it?" He goes, "I'm watching you, and like, you're just a yid, right?" He goes, "I watch some of these other people, and it's like they're like what I'd say to people, like they're YouTubers first and content creators second, and you know, like that fucking thing that I go on about. And they're Spurs fans all the way down the line, because yeah, Spurs fans can have opinions, but we've never been this divided, have we? And you would never have caught me 5 years ago coming on YouTube slagging off a Spurs fan, right? Or slagging off another Spurs content creator, until I started seeing it myself, when they started having a pop at one of the content creators come on one day, and he went, "All you Spurs fans are to blame." Yeah, that turned something in my head. And when I come onto YouTube, I found out he's got his fingers in every little dirty pie, and his friends have got all their fingers in every single little dirty pie. And as soon as it's done that, it twisted my melon, man. You know? And I thought, no, you know what, you cunt? I thought, you ain't proper. You ain't proper at all, mate. Because you know, like you see Liverpool fans, they have debates and all that shit, and they're all proper Liverpool. Mind you, I shouldn't say that, because I watch some of these channels, and it is like they're football fans just for YouTube. They're not old school football fans, if that makes sense. You know, like they're not, like my missus calls me ultra, you know what I mean? Because like, old school football fans, we are ultras, aren't we? Every single one of us, even though we don't have fan groups called ultras. I'm talking about the use of the Cockney term. You're just ultras, bruv. You know when you're buying an half ounce and you smoke it in a day, you're just ultra. That's what I mean. And
Entering average speed.
old school football fans are just ultra. I think, do you know what it is? They all try and copy the Chris Carlin and the We Are Tottenham. It's the same old shit in it all the time, wanking into the same sock. There's only so many times you can wank into the same sock before you've got to put it in the wash, bruv. You know what I mean? I think that's why you see so many YouTube. Oh, I've got a spot right there. Fuck. I think that's why you see so many YouTubers like flashing the pans in reality. They're never there for more than 3 or 4 years, and if they are, then you can bet your bottom dollar it's just because they've got so many the algorithms just picked them up and thrown them back. It's just like a lottery, isn't it? Whether the algorithm picks you up. Imagine if the algorithm picked me up and I had 40,000 subscribers and the algorithm was throwing me out to everyone. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it won't, but it's just like a lottery. Some people get picked, some people don't. Because there's loads of YouTubers who you see on Talk Sport and all these things. It's not really hard work, is it, talking to a camera? You know? Like, if you come from a working class background, then acting, entertainment, music business ain't fucking hard work, is it? If you're doing something that you love, it's never hard work. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've got a certain creators who sit there and, oh, it's such hard work. Yeah, I'm sure it is, sitting there in front of a fucking iMac for 3.5 fucking hours. It's hard work, isn't it, bruv? You know what I mean? Not like fucking bricklaying, is it? Or fucking carrying, or fucking driving about in a fucking taxi for fucking the same streets for the fucking 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day, and trying to find a fare to go home with. You know, my brother-in-law, that's hard work, driving a fucking taxi, bruv. Even if it's fucking sitting in the car, not physically demanding, it's fucking mentally demanding. YouTube ain't mentally demanding, is it? And it's neither physically demanding either. Mind you, when I do that road trip thing, I'll be talking like one of these creators, won't I? I'll go on that road trip and I go, oh, I'm so tired, it's so demanding, and it's just the driving that's going to tire me out, isn't it? So, but it ain't demanding. Turning and pressing the button and putting it on live, yeah, bro. I'm talking bollocks, and or am I talking bollocks? That's what I mean. It's not like you've got to get up at 6 in the morning, is it? And a lot of these YouTubers, they're not feeding their kids out of money, are they? I mean, what YouTuber do you know that's feeding their kids from doing the YouTube? Probably fucking hardly any of them. It's all a sideline, isn't it? It's all a side hustle. I can't stand that side hustle. Fuck off, side hustle. Supporting Spurs, bruv, that's a full-time fucking occupation. Not a fucking side hustle, you slag. Fucking dry slack they can. Oh, here we go, traffic build up. Jesus fucking Christ. Do you think acting's an hard job? You know, when you see actors and you see them in an interview and they're going, oh, I've just done this film and I've got another film to do. It's so demanding. It's so demanding. But so demanding acting. Do you know what? I'd rather be someone else sometimes for 6 months than be myself. Maybe that's just the way my brain works. You know, when you see Russell Crowe sitting there in an interview, so demanding. I've had to be a gladiator for 3 months. Oh fuck me, bruv, just give me a fucking sword, bruv. I'd have gladly fucking been an actor for 3 months, mate. Playing fucking soldiers. Playing soldiers, fucking batting my eyelids, getting me blackheads out, preening myself. Yeah, lovely. Knowing that I'm going to get fucking £3 million, or how many millions do they get for some of these films? Oh, it's over. The voiceover work was so demanding. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, bruv. Probably the most demanding acting is probably stage work, isn't it? Doing the same thing night after night in a production. That's probably demanding, isn't it? That's probably proper fucking, that's proper acting though, isn't it? That's old school. Oh, how can you fucking put you in the face, you mug? It's not even 20 yards in between the cars, mate. Your warning for your fucking, was it fucking detection warning, would have been going beep, 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 beep. Fuck me. Right, 26 minutes to London, right? And I bet you any money, as soon as we get to the top of Blackwall, if they've closed the top of Blackwall, well, they closed it the other Sunday. And it said it was open. And when I got down to about 1 mile away from Blackwall, it said, nah mate, we lied, closed for maintenance. How can you close the Blackwall for maintenance on a fucking Sunday morning, eh? You know what I mean? For all you nutcases who are typing in, I'll have to read them out when I've parked up. So I do like interacting, but you just caught me on a waffle one, taking you for a journey into London with me. I'm sorry about that, boys and girls, but I had to have someone to talk to this morning. I didn't feel like being by myself. You know what it was? I watched the England game, got all emotional, and then YouTube, I put on some music. I thought, I'll put some music on to cheer myself up. Right, and the first song that come on was fucking Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. Right, she's just passed away. And not that I'm a Bonnie Tyler fan, right? But I did used to like a bit of Bonnie Tyler, right? And well, being a teenager in the 80s, in the late 80s, and being a teenager in the 80s and everything else, you had a bit of Bonnie Tyler with No Bra on, with Total Eclipse of the Heart, didn't you? And it sort of brings boyhood memories back of, oh, those were the days, you know? And then all of a sudden, Una Blanca was next on the playlist, and that brought me back to memories of being a kid in. My dad was like healthy and alright, and he had his wits about him. Then fucking it played Elvis, The Smines, and I'm sitting there, I had tears in my eyes, because my granddad used to sing that, and he was drunk, and take the piss. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh fucking hell, it couldn't get no worse, could it? And then as I'm getting ready this morning to fucking go out, I've looked at my Tottenham top. Yeah, that set me off on one. I could have 17 twice in 2 years, what the fuck? And then at the same time as I picked up my Tottenham top to put on, fucking Chaz and Dave was next playlist, Ain't No Pleasing You. And it was just memory after memory with these songs. And I'm thinking to myself, fucking hell. Let's just jump in the car, go on YouTube Live, let's talk it out. Not really, just put YouTube on, take your mind off it. It's funny as songs, right, let's go into that lane, and they've put the fucking Dockland Sylving fucking tunnel in. Don't you just fucking hate when they do that? Another fucking £4 to fucking pay going through the Blackwall. Yeah, don't you just hate it when songs, I never thought I'd be one of those persons or emotional things into songs. But as I'm getting older, I'm finding out that certain songs bring back certain memories, and it's like, wow, I forgot all about that. Oh, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that. And it's only when you're sitting there in the mornings with no kids running about, no missus sorting you out. She's been sorting out my holiday and everything else, and with knowing, just the silent, and then putting a song on and getting the emotion off of it is like, wow. I don't know whether other people get like that, or is it just musicians that attach? No, everyone attaches emotion to song. What am I trying to say? You know what I mean? I don't know what I was trying to say there. Everyone attaches emotions to songs, don't they? Everyone's got their favourite songs. Nothing to do with being a musician. I'm talking bollocks. Waffle. I can't stand being in this lane. Look, we're going to go through the Blackwall Tunnel now, so it's going to probably say, reconnecting. If I get internet through the Blackwall Tunnel, because I get DAB going through it, that'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Look, let's change lanes and get in that lane, because I fucking hate that fucking right lane going through the Blackwall. It's like you ain't got enough room on a turn. And here we go into the dark. Let's just put the aircon on. Gets a bit sweaty in this tunnel during the fucking sun, doesn't it? Oh, Jesus. An aircon, nice. Do you remember the days of no aircon? Oh, mate, sweating your bollocks off. I had a Vauxhall Chevette, mate. One of my first cars. Fucking air blower hardly works, and if it did work, it was hot. Nice little motor though. Mind you, the best motor I think I had when I was a kid was Fiestas, the XR2s or the Sport, or even the 1.1 gears. Was it a gear I had? 1.1? No, it wasn't. That was another car I had. 1.1. What was the Fiestas years ago? You had the Popular, the Gear, GL, L, 1.1L I had. So you didn't have all the flash gear. You just had the basics, didn't you? With a nice interior, if you could call it. Nice interior, brand, corduroy piping on the seats. Was it corduroy? Sort of corduroy, wasn't it? A few Cortinas, a few Sierras. I was only saying the other day, the Sierra Estate, that was an ultimate, wasn't it? The 1.6 with a Pinto engine. That was ultimate, bruv. That was alright, that motor. It was massive. Absolutely fucking. I used to fit all the kids' stuff in it. Everywhere I used to go, it was like having a fucking picnic. Saying that, a nice motor that I did have was, you know, when people first started importing the Japanese cars, I had a fucking Toyota Estima, souped up one, that I imported over. And it had all, look mate, fuck off with your indicator, you should have got in the right lane anyway. That was a lovely little motor, and then it became a sort of rubber dinghy rapids, mate. You know what I mean? Everyone started. It became the local car of the. Yeah, it became a Tower Hamlets special, didn't it? Like the Datsuns. But that was quite fucking. That booted down the motorway. I remember I drove home. Don't tell the old Bill this, but I drove home from Luton once at about 3 o'clock in the morning. The way I shouldn't have went up a motorway for about 20 miles. At about, I don't know, I was going really fast as well. Must have been about 110 in a fucking Toyota Estima, bro. Cause some of the stupid shit. That was only because I took a wrong turn. What a cunt. Could have hurt someone. Freaked someone out. There was no one on the road, thank God. Total emptiness. Except for rabbits. Was that? No, that wasn't Luton. That was Aldershot. Going Aldershot, that was. I was driving home from Aldershot. I can't really tell you what I was doing at Aldershot, but I can't really remember what I was doing at Aldershot, to be honest with you. No, we're in East London though. You can tell because all the cars drive like that when you come to East London, don't they? Everyone's either on the gas, on the smoke, or they just can't fucking drive. They've had their sister take their test or their brother take their test, didn't they?
Use the left lane to exit left.
It's like growing up, all my mates of a certain ethnicity all had their brothers take their test for them. I say, how did you get your licence that quick? Brother took my test.
In 900 feet,
We all look the same.
at the roundabout, take the first exit onto A11.
Fuck me, I wish someone would have took my test for me. Mind you, I had my test at Wood Green. No, Seven Sisters I had my test. I think it was Wood Green, and then they took me around Seven Sisters to have my test. So that was alright. An area, you know, local. Fucking lovely. Proceed to route. I can't believe we've got through the Blackwall together, one piece. With no fucking... Look, I've just been a straight drive. I've not stopped once, have I? Fuck me.
Use the left lane to exit left to B142 towards Old.
Do I want to go in the pie and mash shop and get pie and mash to bring home? That's £18.60 for 4 pie, 2 mash and a big liquor.
Then in the roundabout, continue straight. Turn left onto B142.
No, I ain't buying it. I'm going to Spain. I've just went in Sainsbury's yesterday. I got chicken. So I went late in Sainsbury's, and you know them great big things of Chinese chicken and the big things of sweet chili chicken. I said to my missus we'll have a barbecue. So get me dad showered, get me dad shaved, and then sit and talk to him for an hour and a bit, have a cup of tea, and then back home to the home counties, to the posh bit. Oh, everyone probably knows. I might as well say where I live, mightn't I? Just near Tunbridge. You know what I mean? So it don't seem far when it's a nice journey like that. But sometimes in that back wall for an hour and a half, and it makes your journey. Well, the other week, 3 hours, they closed the Rother Drive, closed the Blackwall. I had to drive down Tanner Street, down Tower. Here we go. Look at her. Look at them. Look at them, bruv. That's it, you drive 60 down the fucking little streets, you pricks. Mate, them old Bill. Tell they're not Londoners, can't you? Because you wouldn't have drove past that street, what I've just turned out. Top of Old Ford, you wouldn't have drove fast down there in case some fucking dick come out the fucking car. Come out the car, come out the side turning. I can't talk, mate.
Turn left onto B119.
No, go past the pie shop. Go past the pie shop. Go past the pie shop, Johnny. I do love pie and mash.
In a quarter of a mile, turn in 600.
What was we talking about? I was just talking about, getting. I got the chicken from Sainsbury's. Right, get on this, right? My Sainsbury's, I had to go to Tunbridge Sainsbury's. The other Sainsbury's that I normally go to, down the other side, is so old that fucking the chicken was off, bruv. You was buying stuff in there, and the coleslaw and that gave me the shits last week. And I said to my missus, they don't seem too cold. You know when you get it out of the fridge, It's supposed to be chilled, isn't it? You know what I mean? It wasn't chilled. It weren't feeling chilled. Nothing feels chilled in this Sainsbury's. The Tunbridge one was just they've got a new Sainsbury's in there. The first time I went in that Tunbridge one was years ago when I was about 16. I'd done an SAS 1 week course at Tunbridge. You know, one of those put the fucking leader. It was in the post office. I was, and they sent us on this army SAS course to, I don't know what it was, man, leadership. That's what it was, leadership. Look, so he closed the old Ford Road off, and it didn't even fucking tell me. Right, it sent me on this leadership thing. Done a week where they put things over your head, took you there, took you anywhere. You had to get yourself back to fucking HQ and all this bullshit, and it was a shit old Sainsbury's. They've just done the I don't know why I'm telling you this. They've just done the.
In 1.2 miles.
Now we're fucked.
Continue straight onto A107 Cambridge Heath Road.
You're fucked, bruv. Fucking old Bill again. Yeah, they've just done this Sainsbury's up. And where was I going? The point was, the chicken and the coleslaw was colder at Tunbridge Sainsbury's than it was my other one. You know what I mean? No wonder everyone's getting ill. Fuck me, what's happened? Oh, fuck the old Bill. Look at them. What has happened, bruv? Someone pulled out a pea shooter. You know what I mean? I've always got road rage. Oh, hello, Dragon. You alright, bruv? And Kookaburra. Thanks for watching, boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, road rage. I used to suffer bad with road rage, especially when I lived in London and I had a little car. I've always had a little car. It's only since I had kids started getting a bit bigger. Sarah Estate, people carrier, and started getting into my engines. I've got a Range Rover sitting indoors, V8. Needs an MOT, and probably needs new brakes now. I've probably walked the discs that's sitting there for the last year, haven't they? Or 2 years now. I've been driving this Nissan for 2 years now. It's a brand new, 20,000 miles I've got on the clock, right? Do you know what? Not a bad little motor. Little Nissan Qashqai. I used Nissan. I think that was a bit, but it's all right. It's good. It's good for me. It's got a really light clutch. I've got a pair of bad football knees. You know what I mean? Really bad football knees. One started giving out the last couple of weeks as well. Again. So I'm walking down the stairs like fucking. But it's done me back well. So I do like a VW Golf. You know, the old classic ones, Mark 4 or Mark 1 or Mark 2. I don't like the Mark 3s. Yeah, so I got one of those as well. TDI, a red eye. And my missus has got a Kia Soul 2. That is just fusty, bruv. That drinks. Look at them. Look at the cunts. Oh, we've got ambulances now. Fucking hell. Someone's been stabbed up, haven't they, or shot? On a Sunday morning in East London. That's unheard of. Everyone's normally biting their gear and getting out their box on a Sunday morning, haven't they? Fucking hell. Our times have changed. Probably someone's been jihaded. Oh, look, another fucking, look, it's all you see, Arsenal fucking tops. Hold on, boys and girls. Bottle job! Cunt. I hate them pricks. I didn't want to get too aggressive as a bird. Sorry, people. Didn't know what to say. I was going to say something totally different, but you wouldn't have liked me very much. You really wouldn't. You'd have gone, didn't know Johnny was like that. Didn't know Johnny was like that. Even my kid. what she'll do, she'll point out, she'll find me an Arsenal fan to abuse. She'll go, oh look Dad, Arsenal top. And she knows all the Arsenal tops, even the away tops from like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. She'll go, oh, Arsenal top Dad, Arsenal top. She'll point them out. Just so she can, she must find it amusing how a 50-year-old, that old man, abuses them. It's quite funny. Now we're up to Salmon and Ball, top of Bethnal Green Road now. In fact, if you are going past the Salmon and Ball, please go in the Salmon and Ball and have a drink. One of my relatives works in the Salmon and Ball, and
continue straight onto A107 Cambridge.
Go in the Salmon and Ball. If you're going Bethnal Green, go in that pub, because it's a good little pub. It's a good little pub. Support your locals and all that. You know what I mean? You don't want to go in the Shakespeare or the fucking, what's the other shithole pub called? The Sun. You want to go in the Salmon and Ball. Proper cockneys. Proper people. Oh, Bethnal Green Road, mate. This isn't half changed, Bethnal Green Road. On a Sunday, years ago, this was not bare. There was no stalls out on a Sunday down Bethnal Green Road, but it was just full of cockneys walking down to Brick Lane. And you'd have all the pubs open. Everyone would have a light owl. Do you remember having a light owl? Have a light owl. Go on, Uncle Harry, have a light owl. A little aperitif before Brick Lane. And they'd all be walking, fag in hand, roll up in hand.
Turn right onto B108 Squirry Street.
All going down that. Now we've got
left onto Florida Street.
Now we've got jihadis on scooters going past me. You know what I mean? What the fuck's that all about, bro? God, mate, it looks like Cat Stevens. Yeah, it's totally strange, mate, for me. Culture, what I grew up with, is gone. Totally gone. I'm quite angry that they let it go. Quite angry that Tower Hamlets Council has done this. It could have been so much more. Oh well, what can you do? People have got to evolve, haven't they? Towns have got to evolve.
Turn right onto B108 Squirry Street.
Squirry
Then
Street.
turn left onto Florida Street.
Right, let's turn my sat nav off. Otherwise we get stalkers going around. In fact, if stalkers do want to come round and help, you know what I mean? My mum could do with a bit of help, and my dad. Especially I'm going on holiday. You know what I mean? Yeah, go Salmon and Ball. Salmon and Ball. When you're talking to, I don't know where, when you're talking to the barmaid with the blonde short hair, right? Say you watch Johnny on YouTube. When she goes, what Johnny? Say Johnny from Roberta, the Johnny you grew up with. Is she know what you mean? Bit of Salmon and Ball, bruv. Good little boozer, proper old-fashioned Cockney boozer. Right, here we are. Home, street that I grew up in. Right, I'm going up. Get me mum and dad sorted. Hopefully get me dad out of bed, shaved, showered, have shit, and then back to Tunbridge Wells. I might even do another live talking back. It was nice having a bit of company. Thank you very much for keeping me company, everyone. From the bottom of my heart. No bullshit. That was quite a nice conversation when someone's not talking back. I'm sounding like an egomaniac, don't I? Anyway, have a good one, boys and girls. Where'd I put my badges? Yeah. Don't you just love getting old? Hold on, what's the time? 10:43. Fucking hell. Got here at record time. Might be getting back for an evening barbecue. Right, bish, bosh, bash. Got me fucking vapes. Get me keys out of the car. Kids ain't left nothing in the back because they're thieving bastards around here. Have a good one. Love yous all. And thank you so much for keeping me company, bruv. So nice of you. Suppose you don't normally get this off of YouTube, do you? Real life. Real people. Authentic. Genuine. Anyway, have a good day, you fucking slags. And yeah, look after each other.